Okay, so for level 3s, what you want to do is you're going to be given a bunch of different shapes, so you want to find the areas of those different shapes separately and either add them together or take them out depending on what the question is asking. So let's take a look at a couple examples. Number 3A, it says find the area of the shaded region. So what you want to do is look at the picture and you've got a large circle and you've got two smaller circles with the radius drawn in. So what we want to do is we want to find the area of the large circle and subtract the area of the red circle and the area of the blue circle. Okay, so if we find the area of the large circle, we want to find the radius first. So let's go ahead and find the radius. Okay, so if we have these two radii of the smaller circle, 3 and 2, that makes this other side of the circle 3 and this other side of the circle 2. So the whole diameter would be 10, 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2, making the radius of the large circle half of that, which is 5. So then I would go and find the area of the circle, so 5 squared times pi. And then the area of the small red circle would be 3 squared pi. And the area of the blue circle would be 2 squared pi. So then we'd have 25 pi minus 9 pi minus 4 pi. So your exact answer would include pi to be 12 pi, and then your approximate, you're just going to put 12 times pi in your calculator. And let's round to 2 decimal places, so 699, so let's go ahead and just round that up to 7. All right, example number 2, we've got what looks like a triangle down here, and then a semicircle on the end, and then we've got a rectangle. So let's work with the triangle first. So here's our triangle, and then we've got our rectangle, and we've got a semicircle. So your triangle, remember, you would find half the base times the height. The rectangle would be the base times the height. And then your circle, remember to find the area of a full circle, that was pi r squared. But if I want just half of it, I'll take that answer and divide it by 2. Or multiply it by 1/2. Alright, so now let's focus on that triangle. We need the base and the height. And remember, the base and the height are what's perpendicular. So I have 4 and 5, but those sides aren't perpendicular. So I need to find this last side over here. How I do that is I do the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to do, I'll call it x squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. So if I just continue to solve that, that missing side is going to equal 3. So substituting that into the formula for area, 1/2 the base, which you could say is 4, and the height is 3. Okay. Now the rectangle, the base times the height, so that would be 8 times 12. And now the semicircle on the end. So since the side of the rectangle was 8, that other side of the rectangle is also going to be 8. And that also means that the diameter of our semicircle is 8. So if the diameter is 8, the radius is going to be half of that, and it's going to be 4. So now that I know that, I can go ahead and substitute that into my equation. So this is going to be 6 plus 96 plus 8 pi. And it wants the answer in exact area. So I want to go ahead and leave it with pi in my answer. So all I'm going to do is add the 6 plus the 96 to give me 102, and then just keep 8 pi as it is. And I can't combine those terms because they don't both have pi's. But that would be your final answer. So for level 3s, you want to break your figures up into different parts, and then if you're looking for the shaded region like you did in number 1, you want to come up with a plan. A plan is really going to help you decide what areas you need to find, and either you need to add them or subtract them based on where the shaded area is.